As for the SPACs, I can't really mention them on air because this is a family show and I might say something I shouldn't. I expected these stocks to get obliterated at the end of the year, not this fast. It's incredible that these deals were allowed to happen. If stocks were vacuum cleaners, these SPAC names in recent IPOs would have been recalled and you get their money back. You should be getting it back, but caveat emptor is the only rule in the used SPAC lot. What else? Yesterday, we saw a bunch of oil stocks. We sold them for the charitable trust, and I like oil. Don't get me wrong. As I explained last night, that oil rally was too good to be true. We didn't stress about whether oil was going up because of Iran or Russia or Europe. We just fell back on our discipline, which is what we're urging you to do. The discipline says the bulls make money, bears make money, but hogs? Today, the oils entered the slaughterhouse and came out as a combination of real bad hot dogs and shredded chuck. More pain ahead because these can now be knocked over by a feather. How is that possible? Well, the pattern here is that after these big declines in crude, analysts then go negative because the oil stocks are, in the end of the day, commodity plays. When the commodity turns down, they're often one-way tickets to a real bad Upton Sinclair novel that does not hold up. I expect a slew of downgrades just tomorrow. Then there's tech. Now, this hurt. This morning, Citigroup put out a piece saying that the semis might have another 25% decline off their already miserable existences. In an okay market, that call would have been ignored or yawned at. In this market, it became an inexorable roadmap. Doesn't help that the Taiwanese are shooting at Chinese drones. Trying to retaliate, so that could mess up the whole tech supply chain. Beyond hardware, the software as a gut punch stocks keeps seeing, yeah, it's like software as a service, software as a gut punch. Even the ones that are profitable are getting hit now. Now, unlike all the other securities I've mentioned, I think many of these will eventually bounce back as long as they make money. Oh, by the oils that pay good dividends will also bounce back. You just need to leg into both, and right into the pure panic. Getting there. Should I even mention retail? You wanted some coal sold to you. Walmart's back to where it was when it reported that so-called blowout quarter. At least Best Buy is holding up. I am letting the memesters gamble on Bed Bath & Beyond because that's just a giant roulette table. Although if it were me, I'd put my money on 00. I think it's a better investment. I often think that Bed Bath sounds like a horse that came up lame. So where do all these selling avalanches put us? Look, Fed Chief Jay Powell told us that we need to stop doing stupid things with our money. That was the real thrust of his speech on Friday. He's going to bring the pain until it puts an end to the gambling. Of course, he'll also hurt some good investments in the process, not just the chits at the dog track, but we can't. That's a crypto dog track, like used to be the Wonderland, Zion Kennels. They're total winners. But we won't see the end of this decline until we get a giant washout of all things that are speculative, that don't make money. This is what it looks like when the Fed gets serious. This is the charnel house. What matters is that we just have to get through it intact. Don't get mean, don't get SPAC'd, and don't get cryptoed. And you'll get through this thicket and find yourself in a much better time when we are sufficiently oversold for a huge bounce. Something has happened we're getting very close to if you follow the oscillator that I do. Bottom line, and this is really important, I need you to stay the heck away from unprofitable junk. Profitable's fine. Oil's fine. Profitable oil, profitable tech's fine. I need you to stay away from the stalled-out SPACs, the ridiculous IPOs, and get ready. Dogecoin, Polkadot, DAI, Polygon, Shiba, Avalanche, Uniswap, Cosmos, Golem, Old Golem, Optimism, Kyber, Tribe Request, Rally, my neighbor Alice, League of Kingdoms, and a couple of other really solid investments that I can get you as long as you like blockchain. There's no point to any of this stuff beyond separating you from your money.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.